Hello and welcome to my 1 year of game development review. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, to review my 1 year of game development. I released the video recently where I'm going over this in 2 minutes, and I just wanted to take some time and review it. We're gonna review this at 10% speed, and we're just gonna get into it, and I'll talk some more. Well, we're probably gonna see a bunch of me coding. All right, so I've always wanted to try this. So I've set up a little screenshotter application that will literally take a screenshot like every 40 seconds. So this is literally every 40 seconds of me coding, working on it. So this is like really early right now. We've done a little bit of work already before we actually got here, but not a lot. It's still very early. Everything's just still in the test level, I see. It's going really fast, but if I'm not doing this at 10%, it's gonna take like a really long time. Like even now, this 2 minutes is gonna take us 20 minutes, so at 10% speed to go all over this. You can see. I'm testing with the building of the farm. I see. Yeah, it's like the program I made the components I made to actually construct the buildings with a very ugly shader on top of it. Oh, big change here. We got the dynamic map in the background. Oh, we're now working on the world grid system. I see. So that generates tiles as based on code. Of course, I still need to make it load in from like an XML or something like that, so it's easier change. Now it's kind of hard coded in Unreal, well, in the widget of Unreal. But later on, I want to actually have this in probably a JSON, because I'm using JSON now for most of the files that we're reading. So it's probably gonna read the world grid from a JSON file, I'm thinking. Man, this took me a long time. Reminds me of when I was trying to generate fluids using a solar system by just having squares drawn in 3D and have the fluids basically flow from one square to another, and then you change the cube size as the fluids move. But this is not related to this project, so yeah, we're doing A star now. I see, trying to assign scores to the paths, so we have calculate the shortest path by following the lowest scoring tiles. Oh, we stopped doing so. Of course, as you see, as it's taking a screenshot every 40 seconds, whenever I do something else for a little while, the screenshots keep piling up. Maybe I should have my screenshotter remove duplicate screenshots and prevent this, but it also gives me a little moment to actually have a look at what was on screen at the same time. So I have not actually looked into that. Yeah. So, we're doing here. Man, it's. Oh, yeah, you can see the A star pathing. Maybe I should take a little more screenshots, but then this file is already really eating up my PC. The hard disk being so expensive right now. I don't know if I want to do that. Don't know. Yeah. It is annoying. But yeah, let's not get AI into this. A bit of Google Translate was recorded there, I saw. I don't know why that was still there. Okay. So, yeah, still working on the moving. It seems a little moving component that I made it into a component, so you have to attach this component to the actors to allow them to move onto the pad, but in the end, only specific units are using it. So is that a smart choice? I've regretted it sometimes, but it's still how it is today. We're actually already like halfway through year 2, and I still have plenty of screenshots to do like a year 1 and 2 in like what 4 minutes is gonna be. Yeah. The main thing is that I'm doing this so this is hopefully useful for me and useful for other people to see a project come to life. I don't really know if it's gonna be useful for other people, but I thought it'd be cool. I would love to see this from other people, like seeing them work on this project live. I was hoping I could pause it at some moments to really have a look at the code, but since I'm using DaVinci Resolve, I can't really pause it without stopping the recording of audio. I first wanted to use OBS to do this, so we could pause it, have a look, and then continue, but then that literally means that I'm re-recording the video. Probably gonna lose a lot of quality doing that, and also I have to do it really good unless I want to do a ton of editing. Technically, I could pause it, I guess, if I want to do a ton of editing with DaVinci. I'm still learning DaVinci. It's the first time I've used it, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, we're making the garrison component now. This is actually the component that is tracking units going inside of houses, so, or any construction. I'm actually trying to make a RTS currently, so like a very simple RTS. We'll see how far it goes. Yeah, but the garrison component is going to be a very crucial part of it, as we want the units to be able to obviously go inside buildings, leave buildings. So, but we're still in the garrison component, it seems. Yeah, there's 2 points to the garrison component. I mainly want units to be visual still when they're inside a building, like they're standing at windows, like you can see every unit inside from without having to click on it. Currently, that is not the case. I made like a little bit of a overflow system, so you can put more units inside and they vanish. But I don't actually want the units to vanish. I want them all to be visually still there when they're inside the building. Being able to click on it is gonna be a pain, but that's a problem for later. Oh, we switched. I saw health bars. Yeah, we're on health bars now. I've already refined that. Oh, and now we're on the match over screen. Yeah, I'm very much jumping from one point to another, or whatever interests me the most, which is also not great for finishing projects, but let's not get on that one right now. As long as I've been able to, now almost 2 years, focus on this project is a little bit sad. That is impressive, I guess. Here I'm constructing one of the buildings. Yeah. Where are we now? Constructor placer. Yeah, it's really jumping around. Yeah, which is definitely annoying. If I'm focused on one for a while, we can dive into that one. But yeah, as you can see, we're really every 40 seconds may need to recheck that. If I want to do 40 seconds, maybe a little bit lower, but make a little bit of a smoother experience. To actually go here. Oh, the resource network, oh, that's been a big pain. We have basically also a component for tracking all the resources that a building has, which is like the local resource network component, and then there's the one that's like the remote resource network component. So one just tracks it locally, one tracks it over an entire network, and then one player would have its own resource network, right? So as soon as it's added to the network, any other building can take from the network, but not every building is on the network. It's just an easy way to solve, like for example, your HQ whenever you're trying to build units, it will take from the network easily. But if you're like make a little farm, the farm needs to submit their resources to the network still. So you have to have a unit go to the HQ to drop off your resources, because I don't want like the Age of Empires 3 system where they like everything just magically appears. I need you to manage your supplies. Like that's like one of the unique points to this one. You need to manage your supply system. So if you build far away from your HQ, you have to manage to make sure that supplies end up there. And of course, vice versa. If you're collecting far away from the HQ, you have to make sure they end back on the HQ. And the other thing, there's other unique selling points we'll hopefully pass by, but that's like the one I really want to like have you manage your supply. It seems we're checking out the world grid again. I'll come back to this many times probably, because yeah, this is very important to the game, of course, like being able to build maps easily and dynamically. A little bit of random generation on one side and probably some custom made maps as well. Both sides very important. I see that we have apple trees now on the sides of the map. This is going to be the map I used for most the remaining of the game, like the ones that has apples on the sides and wood on the top and bottom. You can see they're already there. Oh, small Steam chat window there still. Probably doesn't matter. So where are we now? It's the 40 seconds. I'll have to recheck that. Is maybe I can get away with like a little lower. I could try 30 seconds, still half a minute. But yeah, that's only gonna be for the next year then, because year 2 is almost finished and we've still kept the same time. So, but this is good knowledge. I'll be able to check if I want to adjust it. This game, yeah, we're also using a lot of blueprints. I want to mostly use C++ in Unreal, but sometimes, especially dealing with widgets, is a lot easier, sadly, to just deal with blueprints around it, which then has its own problem, of course, if you need to change some of the names, change some of the types, then you have to redo the whole widget. Well, if it's just in C++, bam, it's instantly. Well, semi-instantly. You have a character. You can see here and there I'm calling it textbook RTS. I just like meant it as a, hey, this is your standard textbook RTS. At least that's the project's code name. The other parts you'll probably see, but I don't think this is coming up yet. So I'll leave that. Yeah, it's already actually. We already changed the name to Blightworks. Don't really care about the name much at this point. There's no real blight in this game. So you don't need to care about that. So we're dealing with the character a lot, I see. I think we're trying to set up the color matching system for the character. The UI and your character should all match your chosen color, obviously. Probably not bright green, but in this you're gonna see a lot of bright green for now. Until I do like a nice art pass. Oh, we're doing the UI now. That's what we're doing. Ah, yeah. We're trying to generate automatic. Yeah, we already got it there too. Like the icons that you'll see at the bottom, they actually take screenshots. I'm still doing it manually right now, but eventually we'll have them automatically take screenshot of the 3D model in probably some really ugly colors until I figure that out. it automatically updates the icons. As soon as you change the 3D model, you'll probably have to delete the generated one, and then it just refreshes it. So you get nicely generated icons at the bottom, but actually how the 3D model looks like, and then the name. I still need to make this work nicely on controller, because I do want this RTS to be playable with a controller. That's also one of the unique selling points that doesn't exist yet. Then you're supposed to be able to play it like versus or co-op, just couch co-op, couch vs. But yeah, it's not even in there currently. 2 years, well, more than a year later from where we are now in the video to where we are now in real life. So what are we coming up here? So it seems we are trying to definitely dealing with widgets, but still the spawn up. I think I'm doing it. Oh no, I'm just dealing with the clicking on it. So you can click on it, have so the other main component you saw here was recruit component, which deals with your units recruiting, of course. Most of them are set up automatically, as long as you can afford it, it will just keep making units. It's kind of to be like a very quick and easy to get into RTS, so most of the stuff happens kind of automatically. Like as long as you can make units will be made. Of course you can disable it. It's not gonna be like everything happens automatically. Like you still have to make all the important choices. But in many games like Age of Empires, your villagers, you're just making them constantly. So why not have just by default that you're making villagers constantly, unless of course you can't afford it, or you choose not to want them right now, then you can of course turn off your villagers. But you want to obviously grow as quickly as possible constantly, so it's just constantly making villagers. If you can make militia, which is the first units you'll be making, which is the current one. The only ones in game is just militia and rangers. I don't know if we've seen them yet actually. Is there an attack component? No, I don't think I see. There's already attack component, so they should already be in game. Oh, we have the dynamic generated images, the RT_images. So I just managed to figure that out. Yeah. So here, yeah, we're generating them. Dealing with the paths in Unreal, I don't know why it's very annoying to me, because I have to say like, oh yeah, go to the. I just put game folder, even though this folder does not exist, but that way is the only way Unreal understands. Yeah, we're starting from the game folder. It's not like we're using ampersands or anything or percentage things. No, just hey, game/game, and then the actual path will way too long to figure out that /game needs to be put in front of the path, just like it looks like the normal path. No, just put /game in front of it, and that actually fixes the damn padding issues. That is weird. You know what? It works. I'm not gonna complain about it anymore, but that was annoying to figure out. I don't know why it just doesn't start relatively to where probably the exe would be, or just like the root of the Unreal file. No, it wouldn't work unless I specifically started with /game. But anyway, whatever. Where are we now? The radiate. We're already in the radiate component? Damn, that's been a year ago. So this is like, it's like a trinkle. Like if one building generates supplies, as I call it, you can put them. Any building that's close enough would get some of these supplies by default without having to do anything manual. I still have to work that part out. Because like I said, I want supplies to be a thing in this game, need to be managed. But also, if buildings are close enough to each other, you can kind of assume that like supplies kind of get moved between those two buildings by default. But if they're far away, then you have to actually set up like an actual supply system to go there, get the supplies there, and bring them back. That's what the radiate component is for, but that one is still in development even today. It works, but supplies are still something I need to figure out. Oh, you just saw a bunch of militia units being spammed. Oh, we're stuck here on the radiate component now. Oh, that's interesting. And we're gone. Yeah. I think maybe for the future I should do this even slower. Like maybe I can slow the speed a little bit down, slow the... But then this video is going to be so long, so yeah, very annoying. I have to figure it out. Anyway, let's keep going. The resolution got really bad because I am doing this on a different computer now with a different screen resolution, and it apparently kind of messes up on this monitor. And that's at the end of it. Okay. Well, I have to figure out something to show after this, I guess. But maybe I can just rewind it a bit. Let me figure that out. So we can see the last frame. That would be a little bit nicer, I think. Let me see 1 second. So yeah. This is the last screen, apparently, that I found. I didn't want to cut myself off there. So... but there was nothing important on the last screen anyway, just working on the controller for the player. But yeah, anyway, I want to say thank you for listening. I don't know if this is useful for anyone else but me, but I had a lot of fun doing this one, so we'll see. Maybe I'll do a slower one or change how this works, but thanks and bye-bye.